What your birth month reveals about your soul's mission in love. A revelation from Archangel Gabriel. 1. Spiritual opening and angelic invocation. Dear soul who carries the weight of unfulfilled love in your heart. You who have reached this chapter of life wondering if true, deep connection is still possible after all you've been through. If you found your way here at this moment, it's no coincidence. Archangel Gabriel, the divine messenger who announces the most sacred awakenings of the soul, whispers through these words a truth your spirit already knows, but your mind hasn't fully grasped yet. There's a profound mystery encoded in the exact moment you entered this world. Each birth month carries a unique vibration, a spiritual code that reveals not just who you are, but more importantly, what your sacred mission in love truly is. This isn't just another message about relationships. This is a direct revelation from heaven about the divine purpose your soul chose to live through the connections of the heart. Take a deep breath and feel the angelic presence filling this space. Archangel Gabriel is here, and he has truths to share that will forever transform how you see love, relationships, and especially the sacred encounter with your soulmate or twin flame. At this stage of your life, with all the wisdom you've gained and all the experiences that have shaped you, you're finally ready to understand the deeper spiritual meaning behind your journey in love. 2. Deep recognition of pain. I know you carry within your heart a question that echoes silently during those late-night moments of reflection. Will I ever find my true love at this stage of life? I know you've questioned whether there's really someone meant for you, whether this sense of incompleteness that lives in your heart has any divine purpose, or if it's just an illusion created by romantic dreams that should have been outgrown by now. Your heart knows this nameless pain, the feeling of being surrounded by people, yet still feeling profoundly alone when it comes to love. You've tried to force connections that didn't flow naturally. You've wondered if your standards are too high for someone your age. You've doubted whether you deserve truly extraordinary love after everything you've been through. That ache in your chest when you see couples who've found their perfect match. That inexplicable nostalgia for someone you haven't met yet. That emptiness that whispers, "This still isn't the right person." All of this has a profound meaning that goes far beyond what your eyes can see. Archangel Gabriel allows me to feel the intensity of this search in your soul. He sees how you've already given yourself to relationships hoping they would be the great love, how you felt the frustration of connections that seemed promising but dissolved like morning mist. He sees the quiet courage with which you continue believing in true love, even when logic whispers that maybe it's time to settle for what's available rather than what your heart truly desires. You've reached an age where society tells you to be realistic about love, to lower your expectations, to accept that passionate, soul-deep connection is for younger people. But your heart rebels against this narrative because it knows something society doesn't understand, that mature love, when it's truly divine, can be even more profound than anything experienced in youth. 3. Spiritual revelation from the angels. The angels whisper truths your heart already knows, but your mind hasn't been able to translate into words. Beyond the veil, before you were even born, your soul made sacred agreements. It chose not only when and where it would come to this world, but also what lessons of love it would come to learn and teach. Your birth month isn't a cosmic coincidence. It's a divine code that reveals your specific mission in love. Archangel Gabriel shows me that every soul that incarnates on this plane brings with it a unique vibrational frequency, determined by the stars, celestial energies, and especially the divine purposes it chose to fulfill. Your birth month is like a master key that unlocks not just your loving personality, but mainly the type of sacred connection your soul came to seek in this existence. Every tear you've shed for unrequited love, every disappointment that broke your heart, every moment of loneliness you faced, all of this was forging in you the vibrational capacity necessary to recognize and magnetize your true divine connection. The angels reveal that your journey so far hasn't been a series of mistakes or wrong choices, but rather a sacred process of purification and soul preparation. At your age, you've developed something younger souls haven't yet achieved: the wisdom to distinguish between surface attraction and soul recognition, between temporary passion and eternal love. Every relationship that didn't work out wasn't a failure. It was spiritual education, teaching you exactly what divine love feels like by showing you what it doesn't feel like. 4. Guided reflection and introspection. Look back and see how much you've grown in your understanding of love. Remember those relationships from your younger years that you thought were the one? Today, you can see that, no matter how intense those connections were, something was still missing: a deeper attunement, a soul recognition that goes beyond physical chemistry or mental compatibility. Feel the strength that pulses through your veins, even when you doubt your capacity to love and be truly loved at this stage of life. Recognize how each previous relationship, each passion that didn't complete itself, each love that left, contributed to refining your emotional sensitivity and your ability to discern between superficial connections and sacred bonds. You who were born in January have learned about leadership in love, about being a pillar of strength for those you cherish. You who came into the world in May discovered sacred sensuality and how pleasure can be a form of prayer. You who were born in September developed the ability to serve through love, to find the divine in the details of daily care. At this phase of your life, you understand love in ways you never could have in your 20s or 30s. You know the difference between neediness and genuine desire for companionship. You've learned that true intimacy isn't just physical. It's the ability to be completely yourself with another person and feel not just accepted, but celebrated for your authenticity. 5. Direct channeled message from Archangel Gabriel. I am Gabriel, messenger of the Most High, and I come through this message to reveal truths that have remained sealed until this moment of your journey. Your soul, beloved child of light, did not come to this earth to experience just any kind of love. It came to experience sacred union, the connection that mirrors the very union between human and divine. The month of your birth carries within it the vibrational keys that determine not only how your soul expresses love, but mainly what type of divine connection it magnetizes. At this mature stage of your life, you have developed the emotional and spiritual capacity to finally receive what your soul has always been seeking. Your twin flame, your soulmate, is not just someone with whom you'll share happy moments. It's a being who vibrates at the same spiritual frequency as you. Someone whose presence will activate aspects of yourself that have remained dormant until the moment of sacred encounter. This being carries in their essence the piece that completes the cosmic puzzle of your love mission. I know you have questioned divine timing, that your human mind wishes to control when and how this encounter will happen. But I reveal to you that each day of apparent delay has been necessary for both souls to reach the vibrational level required to sustain a truly sacred union. Human love can be built in haste, but divine love requires careful preparation of the soul. The experiences you've accumulated, the wisdom you've gained, the self-knowledge you've developed. All of this makes you infinitely more prepared for sacred love than you were in your younger years. Your maturity is not an obstacle to great love. It's the very foundation that will make it unshakable. Observe the signs I have been sending. That song that moves you for no apparent reason. That recurring dream with someone whose face you can't see clearly. That inexplicable feeling that someone is about to enter your life. These are all angelic whispers, preparing your heart for sacred recognition. 6. First interactive call to action, plus strategic pause. If this message is making your heart race, if you feel that Archangel Gabriel is speaking directly to your soul at this moment, write in the comments, I trust in divine timing of love. This isn't just a phrase. It's a spiritual decree that opens the celestial gates for your sacred connection to manifest more quickly in your life. For those who feel deeply that their soulmate is about to emerge, type, I am ready to receive my sacred love. Let the angels feel the sincerity of your intention through these words. Before we continue with the specific revelation about each birth month, pause for a moment and feel the energy of this message. If you sense that a profound truth is being revealed here, if your heart is whispering, yes, this is for me, confirm your presence in the comments. The angels want to feel your vibration before we proceed with even more specific revelations about your love mission. 7. Consolidation of the angelic message. The loneliness you've experienced isn't divine punishment or evidence that you're not worthy of love. It's a sacred period of preparation. Just as a seed needs time in the darkness of the earth to develop strong roots before sprouting, your soul has used this time of apparent waiting to develop the emotional and spiritual maturity necessary for a truly transcendent connection. Archangel Gabriel allows me to see that you have been spiritually assisted, even in moments when you felt most abandoned by love. Every night you fell asleep embracing solitude, there were angels whispering preparations to your heart. Every time you chose not to settle for mediocre love, you were honoring the sacred agreement your soul made before being born. Your love challenges weren't accidents along the way, but rather experiences carefully orchestrated by the divine, so you would develop exactly the qualities your future sacred connection will need. The patience you learned while waiting, the self-compassion you developed through disappointments, the faith you kept burning even in darkness, all of these are divine gifts you'll bring to your sacred union. At this stage of life, you have something invaluable that younger people are still developing. The ability to love without trying to change the other person, the wisdom to appreciate deep compatibility over surface excitement, the maturity to build lasting intimacy rather than just temporary passion. 8. Second, strategic pause. Plus, progressive revelation. The angels ask me to pause here. Archangel Gabriel wants you to know there's an even deeper layer to this message. A truth that might be intense, but will completely transform your understanding of when and how your sacred love will arrive. If you feel ready to receive the complete truth about your love mission, no matter how revealing it may be, write in the comments, "I am brave enough to know my truth." The revelation I need to share now goes beyond what you imagined. Your birth month doesn't just reveal how you love, but also determines the specific cycles when your soulmate will manifest in your life. There's a cosmic pattern, a celestial dance between the energies of the months that creates windows of opportunity for sacred encounters. Archangel Gabriel shows me that those born in odd-numbered months, January, March, May, July, September, November, have a natural tendency to find their sacred connections during periods of intense personal transformation. Your souls are magnetized by changes, and it's often during transitions, career changes, relocations, life phase shifts, that the universe can break old patterns and create space for new love to enter. Those born in even-numbered months, February, April, June, August, October, December, frequently find their divine connections during periods of stability and internal growth. Your souls need a solid foundation to recognize and receive sacred love. And it's when you're flourishing in other areas of life that your heart becomes most receptive to the great connection. But there's more. Your birth month also reveals what spiritual love language your soul speaks fluently, and consequently, what type of soul will be able to perfectly understand this language without translation. 9. Preparation for the luminous future. Visualize this moment. You're in a familiar place, perhaps doing something routine, when suddenly your eyes meet the eyes of someone. But it's not just an ordinary glance. It's instant recognition, a feeling of, finally you've arrived, that runs through your entire body like a wave of sacred warmth. Your heart doesn't just accelerate. It whispers a silent yes that comes directly from your soul. In the first moments of conversation, you'll discover this person doesn't just understand your words, but also the silences between them. There will be such natural harmony that it will seem like you've known each other for lifetimes. Because in truth, you have known each other for lifetimes. This is the beauty of soulmate encounters. Recognition is instant because it's not the first time you've met. The relationship that emerges will be different from everything you've experienced before. There won't be that feeling of forcing pieces to fit or trying to mold yourself to be accepted. On the contrary, you'll discover you're loved exactly for being who you are, including those parts of yourself you always considered difficult to love. This person will see your soul in all its nakedness and vulnerability, and still choose to stay, not out of tolerance, but from genuine admiration for the beauty of your essence. Together, you won't just live a great love, but also fulfill a joint mission in this world. Whether through children who will bring special light to the planet, through projects that will benefit others, or simply by being a living example that sacred love exists and is possible, your union will be a beacon of hope for other souls still seeking their divine connections. 10. Final multiple interaction call. If this message brought peace to your heart, if you feel that Archangel Gabriel truly spoke to your soul through these words, leave your gratitude in the comments. Write which part touched your heart the most. Tell us your birth month so we can send specific blessings for your love journey. To continue receiving angelic guidance about your love mission, and to be notified when we publish the specific video about each birth month, coming soon, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. The angels want to continue guiding you on this sacred journey. Share this message with someone who needs to hear about divine timing in love, with that person who is also waiting for their sacred connection. Sometimes angels use our hands to bring comfort to other souls walking the same path. If you feel your soulmate is closer than ever, if after hearing this message there's a growing certainty in your heart that this is your time to receive sacred love, write in the comments, "My heart is open to receive." Let this declaration echo through the heavens and accelerate the manifestation of your divine union. Until the next video, where we'll specifically reveal what each birth month means for your love mission, may Archangel Gabriel continue guiding you. May your heart remain open and confident, and may very soon you witness the magic of finding that soul who recognizes yours from the first glance. The blessing of the angels is upon you. Sacred love is coming. Trust in divine timing. I am Gabriel, and I bless this courageous soul who had enough faith to listen to this message to the end. May the doors of love open for you according to your faith, and may your sacred union be even more beautiful than your sweetest dreams dared to imagine.